out here in Indianapolis is crazy.
Yo, wake the farm up. Wait, we got a transmission coming in here. Is that Indianapolis? Okay, come in. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
The world's great inventors have devised ways to assist human memory.
Your hair is very attractive.
It is.
Dr. Bionic, is that you? Yeah. Coming up through the mycelium under the stone roots.
Ezekiel saw the wheel. This is the wheel he said he saw.
You know, but we're real. That's real shit.
Hey, real shit. Dino, Dyson approves, man. And this is a great podcast, man. Make sure that y'all keep listening in, man. Hustle hard.
Bingo!
Yeah, we're down here. All right. Yo, wake the farm up. This is some permaculture infused, real, authentic convos. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, we got some. We're down here with Riot Entertainment. Happy to do it. Comedy showcase. February 17th. Recorded live and very directly at the Stone Tree Studios up by Fountain Square, Indianapolis, Indiana. Infused, real, authentic combos and music flows for your ears. What's up, Hoosier Elves? You down here, wake the farm up? Yeah, step up, come on, Skippy, get up there and hop it up to the mic and you know, a little bop. We want to hear why you happy to do it.
I try to do a little. I am adventurous. You feel me? Like I'm from the city, but I do like walking through the woods.
Is that what you guys said? Oh man! Here, hold on, check it out.
Crazy.
Cool.
So,
oh snap! What's going on?
Here we go. Hi, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. We're down here deep in the roots in the little podcast, like submerged, like Stone Rudy coming up to the Stone Tree with our boy Quest here.
Sean, what's happening?
How you doing? So
I'm good. Pleasure to be here.
So you're one of the curators of Stone Tree, and like, what are some of the roles that you play? I know you just like wove like magic with vines here all around me.
Yeah, my main role is just to make sure everything's kind of just running smoothly here. That's all. I'm an audio engineer here, lead engineer right now. So just want to make sure everything sounds good. Hopefully this sounds good.
Yeah, it's sounding pretty good. Currently as we're flowing through here. The place is all nestled up. We got some different vendors selling different things, and people are down here, and I'm looking forward to hearing, so like, I'm going to ask you one of the questions I'm going to be asking people here tonight. What makes you happy to do it?
Oh, yeah. What makes me happy to do it? Wow, that's a good question. But honestly, man, just seeing everybody's like reaction to the spot. Basically, we're like you said, I'm one of the curators here, so we're here to create a space and curate a space that's homey and, a place that people feel comfortable in. And whenever I see somebody just having a good time and they're feeling like they're happy to be here, then I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main thing that I'm looking for, man. It's just people to feel good. I want to create a safe space. That's pretty much it.
Nice, I love that. And you're helping capture. I say capture, but catch pieces of sound and video, and hold space where community can come together to share these kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of encapsulating, trying to be in create a space that we can how can I say this? Not only just capture, but also archive. Store. Like we have the history of Fountain Square and the music scene here, and let me not just say music scene, but just the entertainment scene, local entertainment. Period. Because like tonight, even though Stone Tree is a recording studio, we got a comedy show here tonight. That's what we're here to celebrate. The other art forms that are also in the community, whether it be comedy or actual canvas painting art. You know what I mean? The kids as well. Hey, that's Riot. Riot started. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Riot started. Said bye. And that's the thing. We like kid friendly. It's like it's all for the community. So we're just trying to create a space.
I love that. Yeah, and the vibe here is definitely that. I feel home.
Yeah, for sure.
It feels cozy.
Yeah.
The sound recording is something, it's kind of fresh in my journey. I've been teaching permaculture for like a couple of decades. That's like definitely like a nature connection thing.
Okay.
And
That's
so, I'm like over here. I was kind of feeling in that zone of like Luke Skywalker while Chewbacca's like fixing the ship around me. Just like as we were getting set up here, I'm just like, okay,
for sure.
I'm watching, but I'm learning a lot, as I'm getting more involved in sound frequencies and, bringing nature through these technologies. And yeah, that's home. It's the Mother Earth, it's like we're all getting to share that. And, there's a lot of things that, I don't know, bring in some liberation through food culture is something that I like to bring into the table with a lot of these things. And, I look at like all the parts of our humanity that are beyond the broken society stuff involve the arts. They're things like we've made baskets together, we've made music together in the forests, in the fields, we've made each other laugh, we've yawned together, all these amazing human things.
Yeah, for sure. The human connection, just us being humans with each other, like being our own vulnerable selves, that's big. Because there's not a lot of space for that. So I'd say thank you for even, acknowledging that and putting that to the forefront for the people. That's a big thing. I think that's very important.
Wake the farm up.
Yeah, wake the farm up. Wake the farm up.
Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Is there anything, I would love to hear anything you want to share about Stone Tree, about your own personal quest?
Oh, okay. Well, basically, what's going on is just Stone Tree, like I said, and I'm gonna keep just reiterating, is just we're trying to create a space for people to come. We're trying a safe space for all the people who might not necessarily have a space yet and need that little bit of love, bro. Honestly, this is we accept all people here. We LGBTQ plus friendly. We are all age friendly, depending on certain events and stuff like that.
They're friendly to elves too.
Friendly to elves and all magical creatures.
Yeah.
Witches, warlocks.
It's nice, in this world there's not a lot of places that the magical side of ourselves as human can really feel safe and be in that space and that vibe to connect with people with our authentic selves and just to be like, hey, here we are, we're existing in this time frame together. Let's like make it cool.
Nah, facts. And that's what we're all about, man. So that's been the whole journey. Before this it was a similar journey, just only through music, and I realized I was thinking too small. That's also and I was going fast. I was going by myself. And I was going fast, and I partnered up with my boy Deming, my person. I'm sorry, they recently, So I partnered up with them, and they say, you want to go fast, go along. If you want to go far, go together. So I had to team up with somebody, like-minded individuals, and create something bigger than myself. And I feel like that's what Stone Tree is, man. This is the first time I've had a podcast like this here, but hopefully it won't be the last.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, that's what I like to, I'm a little rooster. I like to get in places and get the whole barnyard going. So yeah, I hope
for sure. Wake the farm up.
Yeah, the big trees, they come from little acorns and turn into these giant.
Absolutely.
I always did what do you think of that one story? They're about to come out with the Marley movie or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see that.
I wonder which parts, the story. I always loved the story of the small axe.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful story. The small axe.
Okay, so I haven't heard that one. Okay,
so I guess on the island at the time in Kingston, there was a big record company funded by English investors and all the things.
Okay,
called Big Tree.
Big Tree.
Kind
of like Stone Tree. All right. Big Tree. All right.
No, I think Stone Tree's definitely got its own vibe. It's not like, you're not dependent on foreign investors or something, huh?
Oh, no, not at all.
You're like Indy supported, like in Indy in every sense of it, like independent and like Indianapolis. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we independent as it gets. We ain't got no... everything that you see here is just, help. So yeah, that's her. So the acts, what we talking?
Oh man, I'm thinking about All Stars too. I guess like in my crosstown trains of thought, and just like, yeah, this place is All Star, but yeah, we were cutting, so Marley's crew started this like record company called Small Acts.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were kind of just like community and like, self-supported and built, and yeah, they did a good job,
Yeah, I definitely need to see the movie now. I definitely need to see the movie, see what he did, so I might have to pattern myself, because he's immortal now, Like Marley is, like, everybody knows Bob Marley. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now his story is about to all around the world, and now his story is about to be told in a different way, in different light. And he's been gone for a long time. You know what I mean? He's been gone for a whole, generation at this point.
82 or something, yeah, like 30-something years.
Yeah, exactly. So he gone for a whole gen. Like there's babies that know him, but that had never seen, was never here while he was alive. You know what I mean? But the legacy lives on, and they still Rastafari. You know what I mean? So there's something there on the man. There's something about that if it spans the test of time like that, even with your absence, that's just the goal. If the goal is to leave something, and that's what Songtree trying to do here too as well. So it's been a pleasure, bro. I actually got to go do my job.
Hey, appreciate you so much, man. You did a good job with doing
thanks, man. I've never done this before.
I'm so glad you're happy to do it.
I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I look forward to catching up with you again. The show is called Wake the Farm Up, Maintaining Ground. So I know we'll be seeing around. We'll maintain ground, brother. Good catching up.
Good catching up with you too, man. Y'all be good.
Elfin Quest.
Elfin Quest on the Elfin Quest. All right, we out. Thanks, man.
All right. We got a guy up here I need to meet here. He's got the full-on happy to do it jumpsuit. Greetings. What's your name, bro?
I'm Tech. I'm actually one of the engineers here too.
Tech. Okay, you want it? Ted? Tech.
Yep.
That's your name, and you're one of the engineers here too. That's incredible. Yeah, welcome to Wake the Farm Up podcast. We love talking to people of all sorts in their different realms of the arts. Tonight we're, asking, the classic question, what makes you happy to do it? We got
So, honestly, it's the artist. As an engineer, seeing what these artists can create and move. Like, they can move mountains, people, like countries with what they create. And like the emotion that they can put behind a song, the emotion that I can put behind a track too while I'm mixing it, it all meshes together to come into this one great thing that no one really expected.
Yeah.
So.
And you get to capture that. I keep using that word, it's like there's these little moments, and there ever moments happening at you. I can't say it enough. You could tell me my history, you could tell me my fortune, but I'm still here right now. But when I want to listen to some of these captured right now, you're like getting that down, huh?
I'm learning. Every day's a learning process. So every day I'm learning to do my job better. Mm-hmm. I'm learning how to work with different people, capture different arts
different sounds.
Exactly. And
different
just
vibes.
And it's crazy because you get these artists that come in, and when they hear that sound and that they hear what their finished track is, and they get that big smile on their face, that to me is more addicting than any drug that you could ever have.
Satisfied, like they're walking away, they just you just polished off their, they brought it in and just brought it, just came out.
Yeah. It's
boom, shiny.
Oh yeah. I've had a couple of people come in where they've recorded at other studios, and they're like, I just didn't like it. And then we caught that vibe, and we just started getting to work, and we came out with banger tracks, off the chain banger tracks.
Yeah. So then you take the tracks, and then the artist will go and do different ways of publishing it from there. Do you assist with the publishing here at all, or is that you have ways and networks to network into that kind of realm?
If it's a newer artist, I try to teach them kind of the ways on how to do it. I give them the options. I don't personally do that for people, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll help them get their music out. If they're really interested and they're really down to do it, I'll tell them how to do it. And I mean, there's United Masters, TuneCore, like a whole bunch of different ways you can distribute your music, and people don't even realize it.
Yeah, the modern day here with different digital interfaces of music and accesses, and what are some clever, I don't know, you don't have to give anybody's like secrets, because if somebody comes up with a clever new way, they might want to keep it a secret for a minute. But, there's always like people trying different things in a world where you can go and watch a podcast on how to publish a song. And then you could go and follow those directions and maybe have some success, because some people have, and it's kind of shown and proven that. But there's also like, that creative artist who wants to figure out how to do it in some different way for some reason.
Oh, man, yeah.
But yeah, this is a really cool spot. I love the concept Quest was talking about, how we're creating a space here. And this is my second time down here doing a thing. And I got to work with Demi before. They're really cool. The whole, it's been since November when I was here last. But yeah, the whole vibe in here is just so cozy. You can see how people come in and they're like, I don't even know how many different little vendors we got over here now. And these people playing chess over here, at least they're like talking about the rules of it or something,
Yeah, I feel that. It's all about catching a vibe, honestly. That's the one thing we're big about, is catch a vibe.
Yeah.
As the motto is, let's create.
Yeah, I love that motto. Like, is that like a Stone Tree motto?
It's been the motto. So Stone Tree originally started in a garage.
Okay.
I kind of grew up with Stone Tree. That was the first studio I ever went to, was in their garage.
That's real garage bands. That's funny, huh?
So when I say I grew with this company from pretty much the ground up, I watched them grow. I watched the whole process go down, and then I became an engineer here, and it's just been, they gave me the opportunity, so I'm very thankful.
Nice. Yeah. So what are some of the challenges that you're willing to share anyway that you face sometimes when you're catching some cuts from artists and whatnot?
So one of the big challenges that us as engineers right now are facing is everyone's expecting 2-hour sessions to be able to get different. Yes, you can create a song in 2 hours. To get a good mix and master, it's going to be a little rough. Because it can take some time. Like, sometimes you gotta put a little bit more thought and stuff into your process. So that's just one thing that I feel that artists need to like really take a hold of and try and fix themselves, is the recording process is to get that solid, clean, good recording. Then focus on that mix after that. 2 hours, you can get some really good recordings in 2 hours, and by then you have a base template of how that song's already going to be laid out, so the mix just becomes really simple. Gotcha, but that's the one thing that we're struggling with as engineers, is just artists don't understand. It can take some time to get a good sound and good song coming off, and there's one of the best songs that I've done while here is with this guy that he sounds exactly like Chris Brown. It's crazy. Like, when I say exactly like Chris Brown, I'm not even lying. And we've spent time on this song. Like, we spent about 2 weeks just making sure everything was sounding right and getting where it needed to be. And now the song's completely finished and it's a banger.
Nice.
Like, he outdid Chris Brown in his own song.
So wait, he did a Chris Brown song?
He did a Chris Brown cover, and he outdid Chris Brown in his own song.
So like, when an artist is recording a cover song, they have to like apply for like copyrights or anything, or is there like a percentage that you change it?
That's on the artists themselves.
Cool. That's not on you guys. Like,
no.
Cool.
So
what they do with it.
It's on them.
Yeah.
We're just getting paid to record it. That's it. That's all I know.
Yep. So yeah, at Wake the Farm Up, we like to call those cover crops.
Hey, but he killed it. He did, as said, he beat Chris Brown in his own song, and everyone has verified that he beat Chris Brown in his own song.
All right, so what's this artist's name? Can you share?
His name's Evan Lee.
Evan Lee.
Yep.
Nice.
He's out here in Indianapolis. He's crazy.
I'll have to look that up and check him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's insane. Good artist, very humble dude. Shout outs to him for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, and speaking of artists, I'm going to see if we can get a couple of the comics up on this recording here too. You know, now I got to talk with Tech and Quest, you know, down here at the Stone Tree. I'm having a good time. This is such a cool place.
Oh man, it's all about getting that vibe. That's it.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Let's create something great.
Looking good. Appreciate it.
Yo, wake the farm up. Yeah, how you all doing? Having a good time? Feeling the groove? Feeling the spaces? Feeling your way through the places? Here, let's see it. Let's take it on up. Let's go check out some of these convo flows.
Record, so we're recording now. Here, you can pop these on your ears and you'll be able to hear the sound. Cool. Clever to know. So we could get lost in a conversation. How you doing? I'm Andy the Elf, Wake the Farm Up, Maintaining Ground podcast.
Oh, what's up, man? My government name is Steve Taylor, but my stage name is Naptown Brown, man. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was looking up some of the artists before I came out tonight, and I was checking you out. Look, I saw, I think, maybe your Instagram account.
Yeah. So I got my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, and the what's the one connected with Threads.
Okay.
So most of my stuff is says Naptown Brown. You can look me up on that, or you can just use my name, Steve Taylor, and find me. Now the only thing I'm not on is X or Twitter or whatever you call it, because Elon Musk took it over, and everybody know Musk stinks. So
hey, but
I don't wear Musk, and I ain't gonna be following no Musk. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Stinky. You know, but being serious, you know, like seriously, like what, you know, like you get seriously funny, I imagine, you know, like up on the stage here. I'm looking forward to catching that tonight.
Okay.
So yeah, what makes you happy to do it?
Man, I'm gonna try to make this short, but
yeah, 'cause we got
I'm gonna try to make this short. But you know how a lot of people growing up, man, they want to be firemen, doctors, or policemen, or whatever. Man, as long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a comedian. Always.
Nice.
And I actually got the chance to do it back in 2004, and then I quit. And it was weird, man, because when I picked it back up in 2020, I realized how much I love it.
You picked it up in 2020?
I picked it back up in 2020.
That's cool. I know I hear a lot of people say a lot of the things they were doing in that time, they had to like quit and change it to something else, but that's kind of like you got into it. You
this is kind of what happened. So, real quick, that's why I didn't want to get too deep, but what happened was a partner of mine is a comedian named Dwayne Cobb.
Okay.
And he has one of the longest running open mics in the city called Laugh Out Loud. So we went to one of his open mics, and my sister-in-law, we were all together, me and my brother, sister-in-law, my wife. And we're watching the show. And so after the show, my sister-in-law looked at me and said, "You ever thinking about doing comedy again?" I was like, "Nah, I don't know, sis. I really hadn't thought about it." So then Dwayne comes over to the table to speak to us because we all used to work together. And she looks at him and says, "Hey, he's a comedian." And it went from there.
The joke started flapping.
Yeah, it went from there, man. And boom, here it is. Yeah. Almost 4 years later, and I'm still grinding.
Nice. Rooted like earth and like light like the air, like hot like fire. And,
yeah, man.
You know?
All that.
Yeah.
All of that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping in here. I'll wake the farm up.
Hey, man, I appreciate you putting me on here, man. I know what you really want to talk about.
Oh,
but I'm gonna back up from that right there.
Well, so the subset of the show is maintaining ground. So we'll catch up again. We'll maintain ground, man. It's really good meeting you.
There you go. Good to meet you too, man. Hey, man, right on. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, I hope you slay me tonight. Maybe this is my last day. This might be my last day.
Hey, man, I'm gonna try. Believe that.
Nothing like roast elf.
I'm right on, man.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yo, wake the farm, wake the farm up. Wake the farm up, wake the farm up. Yeah, it's getting nasty. Sure. We got so much more in store for you. We're just maybe 20-something minutes into it here now, Hey, what's that? What are you guys doing? Yeah, there you are. Okay.
All right, here we go. Now we're on. So yeah, welcome down here. Appreciate you jumping in on Wake the Farm Up, maintaining ground. So you're one of the performing artists tonight at the Happy to Do It Comedy Showcase. All-Star.
Yeah.
All-Star. You slam dunking them, huh?
I'm just more of a three-point shooter. That's what I am.
Okay, so I want to know your name and number, all the things,
I'm Stephen Reilly.
Okay.
What do you mean by number?
I don't know. Isn't that don't you have jerseys and stuff?
Oh, do I have a jersey? I think if I had a jersey, it'd be 22 or something like that.
Cool. I like that. I like 22 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what makes you happy to do it?
I mean, comedy? Happy to do comedy?
I like it. There was a can of laughter just dripped in there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, what makes you happy to do what you do, doing, you're an all-star, on the all-star list here at the
Right.
Comedy Showcase tonight, so.
Yeah, I just like doing comedy, man. I've been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah?
I like making people laugh. I love entertaining people. That's just who I am as a person, right?
Yeah.
Right. I just love making people laugh because and I guess happy as well. I mean, I know it's busy downtown here in Indy with the All-Stars. But I'm looking at many people man, it's this is a good crowd right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at people coming in. I know the All-Star game is here, but man, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, for me, parking around here is not usually as challenging, but there's so many stars. I think there must be constellations. I mean, there's a constellation walking around. They're everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
All these stars. I don't think I've seen any stars right now, but I just know they're all here, probably at Lucas Oil Stadium. So yeah.
So what kind of things do you get into in between comedy? I mean,
like my job and stuff like that.
Oh, you got a job, okay?
Yeah.
That's it goes 50-50. I've noticed with the comedian artists, they either have a job and they do comedy, or it's the only thing they do and they sleep on their friend's couch or something.
I need this job. I mean, yeah, I do comedy. I do comedy a lot throughout the week, but I still have to do a job.
Yeah.
Working in tech and stuff like that.
Cool.
I gotta have something to pay for comedy right now, because I love doing it, but I'm not at that level yet.
Yeah. So what kind of tech do you get into?
I work alongside Microsoft.
Okay. Is it fun? Is it funny? Do you find ways to make it funny?
Yeah. I mean, you just make fun of people. You make fun of people I don't know how to do this. I'm like, take a deep breath. We got this.
I look forward to you slaying me tonight. I hope it's my last night ever, and I'm just cracking up somewhere. But
right.
If I get to live to see another day, maybe can have the shot again. But
right.
I appreciate you jumping in here and wake the farm up.
I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah.
I will.
Get off field. Let's go. Joe!
All right, we're down here. Welcome, Wake the Farm Up, Maintaining Ground podcast. Like, are you one of the performing artists here tonight, or?
I'm not performing tonight, but I'm a comedian as well.
Awesome. Okay. So one of the questions I'm asking people, is the Happy to Do It comedy showcase. So, I've been asking, what makes you happy to do it? What makes you happy to do comedy?
I think, so I used to tell people stories all the time. Like, say if I just met you, we're cool, we meet, we're just talking about our past. I would tell people stories, and they're like, dude, you got to tell other people this shit, man. Like, I can't be the only one you're telling this shit to. And I'm like, can I say shit?
Shit, why not? Yeah.
Okay.
Shit happens on a farm, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So, like, stuff would happen, and people were like, hey, man, you got to tell this to other people. And these were, at the time, very embarrassing stories. And I was like, all right, I can tell it on stage. And when I tell it on stage, everyone has, like, that one thing that they have been through. And, like, it may not be the similar thing, but it may remind you of this one time that happened and what you would have done differently. Like, I did almost the same thing. And it's funny too. So when it's like almost having like a room full of people that you can relate with, and they're there with you, like not really laughing at you, but laughing at that, and you want them to laugh at that. So
the concept, it gets you to look at different topics or issues with that lighthearted, like, I'm gonna laugh about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they all are laughing about the same thing too. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Okay, yeah, why have I been stressing about that so much?
Yeah, exactly.
So, since you brought up embarrassing, moments and things like that, I wanted to ask you what your name was for the show too. If you want to share.
My name is Rych V. On Instagram, I go by RV48 or Rych V48. I'm sorry, I'm high right now.
High up in the tree branches.
As a matter of fact,
stone tree, talking to an elf in a bean pod.
Rych V48, and that's RYCH V48.
Yeah, I can, process so much. I got it down, but we'll get you into footnotes. Appreciate, some of the things I love about comedy is just like how you brought like right to where I kind of feel about it as an art. It's like such an art that sometimes gets laughed off or tucked off, not taken seriously.
Exactly.
Because it's funny, but like there's this whole thing, it's like, you can be so serious that like you don't get a joke at all ever.
Yeah.
But you can also be so serious that you'll get the jokes even more.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, go get serious, have fun with it though, Yeah, we all came here to have a good time, and this is such a good time here.
Yeah, and another thing I like about comedy is like you can have something so serious and you can laugh about it once you kind of pick it through. Like, it can be like a web, and you're like, okay, this whole web, but this part is really funny, and everyone is like, yeah. Even though it's a very serious topic, there's something funny always in it.
Right. There's always things to learn, like the curveballs of jokes, like the way people deliver them. For me, I've always loved the open mic room because, sometimes there might be a comedian that might go on in a realm that you just don't want to hover in. The open mics, they switch it every 5 minutes or something,
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool, they were funny for 5 minutes, I'll take it. Okay, next.
Yeah.
And you'll get that variety of voices coming up, doing different things. And
yeah,
it's such a part of our human culture, I think, and our expressions with each other that goes along with a lot of arts beyond like our broken society stuff. It's something we've done together for a long time,
Exactly. And I think there's love and laughter. And I say that to say, like, you can have a room full of every race in the world. Every race. Race doesn't play a part in comedy. Like, not one bit, like, because everyone can laugh. And once you get everyone on that roll of laughter, it's like you separate yourself from being a human for just as, you forget what you are.
You're like an animal, you know, when you're laughing, it's like
you can't stop it. And like once they just keep giving it to you, you look over, this guy is killing himself. And then sometimes people laugh at other people laughing. So like you can't be not just the only one not laughing. You know, maybe your laugh bone don't work if you're the only one that don't.
You know what's always fun is like when you just like are that one awkward person that cracks up laughing at that one weird moment. Nobody else is laughing. And you're just like, oh.
And for some reason, I know that touches the comedian just for a hot second because you're like, finally I can touch one. You know?
They kind of like zero in on you like, yeah, you want me to keep rolling with that part?
Yeah, get everybody else. You love that one.
Like, that guy really relates to that.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny. Yeah, it's like I recently watched this movie called Strays. It's about these dogs. I don't know if you've seen it. It's on Amazon Prime, bro.
I've seen Stray Dogs, but not the movie.
It's about these stray dogs. It's an adult movie, right? And like there's this one scene where like the dog is like, he's a narrator dog. Like he just narrates his human. And his human is a serial killer. And the dog is like, I mean, who listens to me? It'd be nice to know that I'm the only person to know that this guy's a serial killer and he has 2 bodies in a basement right now. And I'm like, dogs know certain things about you as a human that other people really don't know.
The senses, yeah.
Yeah, like your dog is like, when your friends come over, do they really know this?
I don't know what that pop is. Like, it came in on this setup here, and apologize for that.
It's okay. It's all right.
I hope that we can clear that up in the final production. Just had to say that as our heads keep splitting when we laugh. I'm like,
nah, for real. And even cats, like you think you got these animals around, and you in your home in rare form. Like if your animal could really talk, they would embarrass us.
Oh, the things they could tell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Even fish.
Yeah, the fish he only feeds me like once a week.
Like this guy's a real animal.
I know he just told you I feed me all the time, but it's just once a week. Really. He's pinching.
Like, hey, you should have seen the amount of women where you were away. I'm gonna flush you.
Something fishy going on here. I'm gonna flush you out.
Like this guy gets real freaky on the weekends in the living room. I wouldn't sit there if I were you.
Yeah, watch out for Fish Friday.
Yeah.
So ain't a vegan gathering there.
Yeah.
He only cleans the tank once a year.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh man, but it's good.
So just one more question for like your performing arts. What other places have you gotten to share? Your comedy and like. You're like around Indy mostly, but like you go out other places too.
Yeah, so I'm in Indy. I come here a lot. This is my favorite place to come because of the other diversity. And I'm usually at Wonderful Bar and Grill. That's out east on Pendleton Pike. Actually, tomorrow I have a show on Southwest at 5162 Pike Plaza Road. The doors open at 5 and the show starts at 6. I'm the headliner comedian of the show. My first time.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
How long of a set are you gonna be?
I'm gonna do a 10-minute set. I'm really just I wouldn't tell myself let's do a 20-minute set, and I know that as a beginning comedian, I can give a good 10-minute rumble versus a 20-minute bomb.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to give myself step at a time. So, and I got a lot of other comedians, and I don't want to give them little shine so I can get a lot of big shine. 'Cause I got some comedians that are veterans that are coming and putting in some work, and I'm like, hey, you guys, warm the crowd up for me, and hopefully I can come out here and give them a solid 10, and we can have a good night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you'll pop in there and give them a solid 11, just turn it up a little more,
Yeah.
But, I really appreciate you being out here, talking about 20 minutes, I'd love to do a long format with you sometime. I love chopping it up with you. We got all kinds of cool things. I like the realms of humor we go into and also, the serious tones. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need all that out there in this world right now.
Cool. I gotta get your Instagram and all this.
Yeah, we're gonna connect up here. I'm probably gonna wrap up this catch right here, unless we got any other artists or performers that want to jump up in here. But just doing my things, But appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Wake the farm up.
Yeah, wake the farm.
I think you're holding
up.
it
How you all
upside down.
doing?
Oh, where did it go?
Yeah, I just wanted to, give you guys a little break sesh here for a little quick elf tune. This is one that came through recently. On some,
I'm so proud of you, son. You know how to spell cup. I just looked it up on Google to check and make sure you're doing right. I'm so proud of you. You keep labeling things. Good job. Way to label your glasses and your hat. Yeah.
Wake the farm up.
Wake the farm up.
Got a call coming in. Number, gotta check it out. Better take it again, because if I don't, I might not cut up. And then if I do, then I'll be up to the cup. Spell it with the C to the C to the A to the P. Is that how you spell cup? Huh? What's up?
It is now.
Cup. Label that. Cup. What is that? How do you label that? You gotta label each part. Pink, green, stringy, wiry, feathery. Gotta take a snap of that hat. Oh, check that. Clat, 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 midi, 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 wombak. Chat, clat, midi, midi, woodoo, bombak. Chat, chat, chat. Shakalumba. Shakalumba. Chat, chat, chat.
Wake the farm up, maintaining ground. We're down here at Stone Tree still. We're kicking it. It's 2024, February 17th. We're happy to do it, So I want to, welcome y'all to the show. Our new friend here.
Miss Scotty Callejon, Scotty Too Hottie, beat me up, Scotty, you know what I mean? Carlito's motherfucking way, you know what I mean? I got a few names, you know what I mean? A few different hats, you know what I mean? Man of many talents and shit, you know what I mean? I like, you know what I mean? Giving back to the community, fucking with my people, doing my thing and shit, you know what I mean? But I'll tell y'all a little bit more about my services and what we got going on. But I appreciate my man here having me on the show and shit, you know what I mean? So go ahead, pop your
Andy
shit,
the
bro.
Elf here, it's a pleasure to meet you. Been meeting some amazing people here, some amazing sets out here in the room from the comedians. Having a good time here, this Stone Tree, there's different music coming from the different rooms. I love this place. So I know a big part of it, they talk about, is creating the community vibe. That was something that you dropped in right away. I felt the vibe of your purpose, and that's kind of the fun question. And what makes you happy to do it?
I mean, honestly, I appreciate you having me on the podcast, and I was already checking out your setup. It's a dope setup, very professional, you know what I mean? And like you said, we at Stone Tree, so it's just a whole vibe, within itself. It's hard for me to really explain, for you to visualize that. It's just one of those experiences where you just got to come check it out firsthand for yourself. But, as far as the community effort, I've been at my shit for probably about the past decade, and it's I grew up in an environment where, it wasn't so much for self, but it was for self too, So a lot of us don't really make it out. Some hoop, some want to rap, you know, and some sell dope. But I wanted to do something different, you know, because I come from that environment. So me getting into business, you know, it started off hosting shows, managing artists, social media marketing and networking, graphic designs, and one thing kind of just turned into another, and another door was open beyond another door. So I've met a lot of great people, a lot of great entrepreneurs. If I could, I want to go ahead and just shout out a few of them, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, like, you know. So just like, you know, connecting with the audio listeners here, like, so what you're connecting with and working with, is that a lot around in this area in Indianapolis?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we're all from all over the place. It's crazy, just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, I got clients, you know, in other states, but as far as like what I'm putting down, you know, it's very local. You know, I got to go for the home team. And like I said, like, I'm still here. So it would only make sense for me to do business with other entrepreneurs here to try and grow my shit. So basically, like, I kind of gave y'all a rundown of a few of the services that I offer. But I'm just one of those entrepreneurs to where I understand, like, my business can't grow without the people. So I provide a service for the people in the community to where, you know, it's like, I want to grow with them and grow with you and grow with your business, and we can grow together and make something, you know, a lot bigger than what it started out to be.
What?
A lot of people, they get into business and it's like, they get so motherfucking one track. Oh, damn, I don't mean to cuss and shit.
Oh, he's gone. It's real. Like, it's fine. It's cool.
A lot of, like,
you can be real.
This is my thing, like, a lot of people feel like they want to get into business, they want to do something, like, do something that you have a passion for, do something that you're interested in, do something that you like doing. Don't worry about the support from your family and friends, like, just go for the gusto and just do that shit. But a lot of people feel like, I'm going to get into business and I'm going to make all this money. It ain't really necessarily that easy. Like, if you want that money, it's a lot of hard work and dedication that come with that shit.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different directions, and it's always changing, you know. It's like, if that's what you want to put on a pedestal, you know. I like how I was hearing you, you know, from the get-go, because, you know, we're into the Wake the Farm Up zone, you know. It's a Hope Stay Prepper family, you know. We're just trying to connect and, you know, build those connections, you know, that grow. You know, it's a vessel of encouragement and support. I love hearing that's what you're up to, you know. It's like, I'm stoked that we're here spitting on mics and encouraging and supporting each other with what we do. You know, folks, listen, you know, check out in the footnotes, you know. We're going to have some notes in the footnotes to connect right in here.
Shoot, Wake Up Farms, you know, like, I fuck with that. That's definitely a movement that I stand behind and I support. You know, y'all can go follow me on Instagram at We Promote Now. And then as far as, like, me and you, like, we definitely gonna have to kick it, definitely do more business, you know, because I see a greater potential in people that they see in themselves sometimes. Not to knock what you feel or what you got going on, but it's like, I like fucking with dope energy and dope vibes, you know what I mean? And what you got going is definitely a dope vibe. And the platform that you got, that's something that you could really give your service back to the community, and you giving people a chance to get on your platform and shout their shit out and pop their shit and let the people go ahead and follow them. So I fuck with that.
Yeah, I love that. And with that, you know, we got the audio listeners caught up. Let's get some of those, like, connections of people that you get to work with that you were saying that you wanted to, like, you know, you were saying you wanted to do some shout outs. Like, let's give it to it. You know, shout them out. Let's let them go out into the fields like some seeds and, you know, grow where they grow.
Definitely got to shout out a few of my entrepreneur friends. Like, it wouldn't be right for me to get on any platform, whether it be mine or via the next person's or whatever, and not point y'all in the right direction. Because a lot of people out here, you know, y'all lost and y'all getting scammed and y'all going to the wrong places. Y'all spending all this extra money y'all don't need to. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the rundown real quick of a few places that y'all definitely want to check out. So go follow these places on Instagram. You can go follow Black Label Premium Product Exchange at BLPPX. That's on Instagram. You can follow Clearview Empire, you know, for all your promotional brand and marketing needs. T-shirts, uniforms, pins, tents, whatever you need. They got pop-up banners, signs, they do it all. You need embroidery, vinyl, DTF, DTG. Holler at them. That's Clearview Empire on Instagram. Go follow the Juice 317. You know, for all your Kool-Aid products and treat needs, you know, I'm going to just leave it at that. But y'all go ahead and y'all check them out yourself. Like I said, my Instagram is We Promote Now. I got a few other entrepreneurs and shit. Too many names to really name off. But you can go ahead and follow my Instagram and check out a few of them there.
Bang. That was you talked a lot in there, and, like, you know, that was like maybe a minute and a half or something, you know. That's, you know, for me, it's a lot about the connections. for a lot of the Wake the Farm Up listeners. You know, it's that connection into the greater ecosystem. It's our nature. It's like we're connecting, talking to comedians, we're talking to artists, we're talking to farmers and herbalists. And, you know, I love this, like, environment here with the, you know, with a heavy part on the comedy. I love the comedy because it's just, like, taking a lot of these serious things and getting serious with it, but having some serious fun with it. And the comedians, they'll always remember, you know, they'll always help you remember. They'll just, like, tune it right back in.
I definitely fuck with the comedic aspect and the experience of the business and the industry side of it because, you know, humor is life, you know. It's a lot of serious moments within those, but, you know, humor is also healing, you know, so we need that. And, like, I don't really give too much fucks what a lot of people feel or say and shit. Like the comedians, you know what I mean? They really have it one of the hardest jobs in the industry because it's like everything is so prejudged and judgmental now, and it's like you walking on eggshells. You got to be scared to say this, or I shouldn't say that, or maybe that's going too far. Really, man, look, fuck them, man.
Yeah,
look, motherfuckers just got to learn how to take a joke, and if they can't, shit, fuck them.
Yep. Like, hang on to that if you want, you know. Meanwhile, you know, while that doesn't pass through your colon, you know, I'm moving on to the next trail, hiking down the next road, looking for another adventure, maybe another little joke. I like jokes. I love
like
jokes,
man.
I heard some good ones in this room. That, you know, I had some like good. I love the surprise slap jokes. I love the ones that kind of lead you up and then drop you into some. Oh.
So how often do you check out like the community or the open mic scenes? Like, is this something that you do weekly? Or are you in different locations?
I'm a forest elf. I live out in the forest, you know, and sometimes like time goes by and I don't know if like I'll have like 2 Tuesdays in a row. You know, sometimes I'm even questioning some of these things like why can't we have like February 30th this year? You know, like cool, we got February 29th, it's leap year, but why don't we just have the 30th like and just skip March and just call it, just keep counting.
See,
it's like, why not?
I ain't even gonna lie. I fuck with that whole concept and theory and shit because I was always taught to believe, like, think outside the box, you know, and you're supposed to really question everything. You know, you're not really supposed to just go for any and everything that a motherfucker tell you and shit, but I fuck with that. But as far as, like, that off-grid shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it would be kind of an experience for me and shit because I grew up in the city and I'm used to like the whole like infrastructure of everything, but I do watch a lot of like survival of doomsday preppers and a lot of people that live off the grid and shit. I do think that shit is actually pretty dope. Like I know a few people that live off the grid.
I love how when you're talking about it, you get a grin on your face. So yeah, that's kind of where like in this realm, you know, of things like the doomsday prepper kind of inspired the concept of hope stay prepper, you know? It's like looking into our nature. What are the puzzle pieces that would get us into the place where, you know, we're kind of playing our journey, you know, like as humans existing as animal creatures on this earth in a way that we have for eons. Like, can we really get into that flow again? Like, people always want to be like in the flow, right? It's like that's our nature. And you know, there's just like, how can we just keep encouraging that out of each other? What can we do to like provide food for each other, shelter, all the things? I mean, there's so much food. So one of the things, you know, I teach people wild food foraging, and I bring that places I go. You know, people say, hey, we don't have any food. And I'm like looking at all the things, you know, starting from like dandelion roots to wild pawpaw trees, American hazelnuts, all the things in the woods around us, all the things people grow in their streets, acorns. Like you can make acorn flour. I mean, check it out. There's not that many people hustling acorn flour, and it's free. You can eat deer. I mean, look how many people are just leaving them on the side of the road and not, like, you know, turning it into a barbecue for the neighborhood.
And see, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I probably look like it, but I'm probably like still at the same time one of the most unhealthiest people. But it is things that I try to do different. So I already have a high metabolism naturally, so I don't really do too much exercising, but I do try to do more sea moss and like herbs and things of that nature and like alkaline water. So I actually go to Black Label Premium Product Exchange, BLPPX, like I said, on Instagram. And they actually got a lot of herbs, roots, sea moss, diffusers, refreshers, detox water, apparel, you know. So, like, when I do want healthy stuff, I definitely go ahead and shop there. So it's just something that I try to incorporate in my diet and do a little bit things a little bit differently and a little bit better.
Yeah. Wake the farm up. That's what we're talking about, you know, taking steps at a time, you know, like I drive a car. I talk on a cell phone. You know, maybe with some hope, you know, 7 generations from now, we won't have to worry about that stuff. We'll just be really tapped into our natural, like, flows and communicate with the ESP and, you know, communicate in the natural frequencies that we've done for a long time. Sometimes, you know, I wonder if this will be, like, the last, like, time somebody gets involved in the internet when they're listening to some of these shows. They're just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Check in out into the, you know, into the real world, zoning into it. You know, I'm supporting, you know, I'm ready to, you know, connect in with you guys and support and encourage what you're doing anyway, you know. It's, you know, finding, like you say, you know, different ways of liberation, you know. Support that in everyone.
To see, like, I try to do a little, I am adventurous, you feel me? Like, I'm from the city, but I do like walking through the woods, smoking weed and shit, you know what I mean? Like, getting out there in nature, you know what I mean? Definitely grounding, so that's something that I try to do, like, a little bit more differently and shit, you know? So it's like, it's really like, I can't change everything overnight, but, you know, in all due time, I try to incorporate, like, small things within what I got going on and shit. But, yeah, but when it get dark, though, I don't really see myself out in the motherfucking woods and shit, so I kind of commend you on that one and shit.
Oh, man, well, I don't know, I guess just from, like, some vision of being out in the, you know, being kind of in the bush a lot, that, you know, there's a certain place where laughter, that's another thing for me. It's like such a safe place for a natural creature to want to just be. It's like we're all here making these interesting animalistic sounds, all unique of our own. Ha ha ha, hee 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 ha, all the different sounds of our laughters. I love it. Some deep, some high pitched, you know, some sounding like squirrels, some sounding like, you know, some other creatures, you know. It's like we're all these creatures and these human, like, you know, in the, you know, have so much just like we have the capacity to laugh like that and also be such like dignified creatures.
So with you living off the grid, do you like still eat a lot of like city food, processed foods and shit, or do you like eat more stuff that's out in nature?
Well, you know, you'll see people like posting about like wild food foraging maybe and things like that, right? But for me, it's not always so cute. There's a lot of times where I've had to go out in the forest and walk for 3 hours to look on this certain side of a log to look for some wild mushrooms so I could have some dinner that night. Otherwise, I was going to be hungry as fuck. Hungry, just like, oh, like I'm chewing on grass to get some nutrients out of it. You know, there's a lot of nutrients in grass. You run the grass through like a wheatgrass juicer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see people have those like at markets and things, and you know, they sell them for like a tray for like $15. But you know, if you drive out of town, you'll see a wheat field full of the same grasses, you know, and it's like you can just jump out of the car with some scissors and then just chew on it. You don't even have to buy a juicer. You got the perfect juicer, your teeth, you know. It's like, get some juice out of that. You can spit the little wedge out, you know. It's free. It's there. It grows all around the planet.
That's all.
You know, it's like, I always, you know, got into this stuff because I didn't want to be a starving artist. And I think that's like a liberation and being able to create art for me now. And I want to be able to share that. That's definitely something I'm enjoying, sharing through the Wake the Farm Up platform in multiple different realms and ways. So, and I wish we had another mic up in here, but
what did I do?
You want to pop in on here? Yeah, because like we can't hear you on the audio, but like you keep jumping. He's like jumping in. And he's like, appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna get your information too, bro.
Yeah, he's like,
on the podcast,
man. Shit, hey, hold it now. Let me hold that for a second.
I'm gonna try this one out. I don't need much though. I already be doing too much.
Cool, yeah. So you can hear how much. When you get up there, it's like you're all up like on my shoulder, talking in my ears. I love that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's wild.
Yeah. I'm gonna get your information from you and shit. Definitely gotta tap in and shit.
Yeah, I want to make sure I got the footnotes right.
Yeah.
I will be producing this.
Here, we're gonna put it right here.
Perfect. And I got your number, man. So yeah, welcome. I haven't got to. I do everyday research, so I know I'll be definitely checking out these links and checking out what you do. But in
Don Scratch.
Don Scratch.
Yep, Don Scratch.
Nice to meet you, Andy the Elf.
Nice to meet you too, man. I was listening to you talk about going out in the forest. That's a dope journey right there.
Yeah.
It's a dope journey.
What's that make you feel? Like, what do you?
I mean, that seems like that's a discipline that I ain't made it to yet, but I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand being in that space, and if that was the journey that I had to partake, then I'd take it. You know? I respect it, because what if they cut the lights out?
Right.
What you gonna do? You gonna panic, or you know what to do?
Yeah.
You just happen to know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, there's always different situations in the winter, the summer, if they cut the lights off, you know.
Yeah, but, I'm an electrician, though, so
okay.
I know how to go cut the lights back on.
You go wire it back up.
Don't tell
Ding.
Nobody. Yeah.
Don't want to get these chairs on the electric side.
Oh, no, definitely don't. Definitely don't.
So yeah, one of my most electric projects I've worked on is a really fun event called the Electric Forest up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big festy, like 30,000 some people. I think they've had more before in the past. And
no disrespect, but tree hug type.
Oh, it's music, mostly a music festival and art venue. They get all kinds of sculptures and visual displays.
And great energy then.
Big stages, big bands, musicians.
Absolutely. I just be trying to define, when I speak on it, I just was trying to define the demographic so I can understand it.
Definitely like explorative, like you could even say, in the hippie realm, but if you asked all those people, they'd be like, oh, my parents were hippies.
But they really don't understand the culture, because
that's
you was taught how to need not so much, but here you need everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you don't know how to survive. I understand.
New York City street prices, like at vendors at a festival, it's like, okay, a $20 grilled cheese, okay, let me check that out. Oh, it's got a slice of shiitake on it.
Cool. Yeah, he was my homie, Scotty, that was just on her biscotti. He we got a health store, and we be having the mushrooms, but the people don't really come and get them like you would think they would. You know what I mean? Yep, I sell them.
The fresh ones.
Yeah, I got a local grower. You know what I mean? Yeah, real close. And Lion's Mane, we do oysters. We a couple maitakes. He hadn't had any shiitakes yet, but he has some black pearls or something. They kind of more like a king trumpet, but a smaller version. So
so you have a place where you're selling products from local vendors and
absolutely. And then we also have herbs, and then we do local definitely local vendors.
Is it, and you got brick and mortar shop that you can go in?
I want you to send me that video.
Okay.
Yeah, Game Queen.
Yeah. I just got some pics though, Miss Lady.
Game Queen, she wants some video.
Yeah, I only got pics. I'll send her what I got though. Cut your airdrop on. I'll send it to you right now.
Oh, wait for me. He said you got.
So yeah, where was we on? We was on.
Nah, we can go ahead. I can hold 2 thoughts at once.
Yeah, what was the other one?
What's that?
What was our other thought? Where were we at?
No, we was talking about the stuff in the store.
Yeah, so tell me about your store. Is it brick and mortar? That's what I was at.
It's definitely brick and mortar. We on Lafayette Road, 2405 Lafayette Road. I'll write that down. Let me get that. Cool. Write that down. Yep. We on the internet too, though. You know what I mean?
Is that the
any of that, everything you need to get to where you gotta
Black
go.
Label?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dope. Black Label, Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You probably know. You know I'm not from Indianapolis.
Oh,
so
okay, cool.
I'm
But if
stoked
you here
to
right
know,
now, you know.
and to be with this man right here.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
So you guys got like local mushrooms coming in from growers.
We got sea moss. We got She Legit.
Yes, more. I always say yes, more to sea moss. I love that stuff.
Yeah, we got the shit. You hip to the She Legit?
I love the She Legit. That's like, how would you describe it? It's like an elemental food more so.
Absolutely, yeah. So you know, we on. It's one creator, but he'll put the same resources where you at though. So if you think about sea moss, it's down in the coral reefs. They fish it off the coral reefs. You got your airdrop on? I'll just airdrop.
No, just send it. No, I don't have it on. Just send it.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm sorry.
Game Queen.
That's her name, or is that what it say on her phone? It says Game Queen on the back of her name.
Denise.
Huh?
Denise. That is Denise.
Oh, you know her?
I've never met her.
Cool. You fast on your feet. You caught that.
I'm just like,
I've got to send them to her before I forget because.
And then all of a sudden it goes back into like a Claude Monet painting, and like you're just like looking cool over there with like, you know, the haze machine coming around and the lights. Like it's just like a silhouette.
He took a picture of me.
He did.
I mean, mentally.
Mentally, yeah.
I thought you had a picture of me and shit like that.
So, herb shop, man. Like, I love herb shops. So you guys got all kinds of different herbs, like with different, like, you know, you got them like in bulk, or how do you guys?
We sell about an ounce. You know, I think the most expensive one right now we got is like bilberry or something, but we got about 80 herbs in there, like, so any kind of teas or salves or you want to cook with it, whatever you want to do. We also custom blend peels, so, you know, you come over there if you want the herbs in the peel form because that's your preferred method of ingestion.
You know what, bro? This is such an amazing place to meet, like in this little stone tree forest here.
Absolutely.
I really want to just ask you, and like I'd love to do the honor sometime to like pop up there like during the day and do like a one-on-one recording session with you about the Black Label.
I'm open to whatever, but like I just want to get it. It's there, like that's not my money maker. That's my service to the community.
Okay. So what other kinds of things you get into? Like,
I got a recording studio. I got a photo studio.
Making music.
Yeah. Like I'm an entrepreneur and I try to create opportunities because I see the money in them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just try to help out and put people in place. So we also
wake the farm up.
Yeah, wake the farm up. You did. Yeah, that's right. But we got we also do like branding and promotional products. So like I got embroidery, I got screen printing, we got DTF, we got like all of those things to create media. I got print companies that I work with, like anything that you want to do to build your brand, like that's where I come in, because the more professional your brand looks, the higher the scale can be. Yeah, you know what I mean? You want to, because everybody want to scale their business.
I mean, for me, like this whole like all the projects I've worked in, it's always been kind of like one of these like old games like Zelda, where you have to collect a certain amount of coins, and then you can go see the little guy at the merch, and then you can get like, you know, you can get one of the, like, you know, these little animositors to add on to your recording situation here.
Yeah.
Maybe like,
this is dope.
Like a little interface zone, and it's like, you know, kind of pieces together. It's like, I don't know. Then there's these games now that they have, I guess, where people can, like, the RPG games where you can pay to win. And it's amazing. Some people can just come in and drop in, and all of a sudden they're like level 48.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I was trying it for free. And it's like, I'm at level 2.
Yeah, I can never catch up with you.
My little dudes looked happy, though. But
but like, bro, you didn't work the process.
Yeah.
You know? You just here, you know, like, like, oh.
I come to defeat and take all your stuff. Like, okay, I'm out of this world. I'm not into this game stuff. So, It's
real.
it's reflective, and I also think about life too sometimes, like the classic story, the turtle and the rabbit.
Yeah.
And they go and they race each other.
Yeah.
And, there's always the different ways told, but either way, they're going for something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that slow and steady.
Yeah, that's what really wins the race.
Like pulling the funk out of things, where you just make something out of nothing, and see what that grows into.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's garden magic, that's alchemy, man.
Alchemy is a bad piece. Like, once you learn that you can perform it, you just never want to get rid of it. Just keep doing it. It's addictive that way. But you also, the thought process in doing alchemy is you want to help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you get in that space and where you just, like, how can I help this? How can I help that? Like, you just start attacking it, and then, you just build off of that, and you, like, put you in your creative space. You get some feng shui, you get some good music, you might get a good buzz, like, you be cool, you know what I mean? You work the farm up.
Yeah.
Swear to God, that's good shit right there. I hope you take care of that.
Yeah, man, it's keeping it steady. Like, I'm a little rooster getting the whole barnyard stirred up and just trying to encourage them to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I try to surround myself with people that are doing what they want to do and they're following their purpose.
Absolutely.
I'm not like directing them in any other way except being like, hey, like I put sandwiches out on the table.
Yeah.
If they want to go eat the sandwiches, like that's what I put on the table.
Yeah.
Cool. If they don't want to, cool. We're still friends. We're gonna go do the next thing. It's like I'm not gonna sweat like they don't like me because they didn't eat my sandwiches, and it's not gonna none of that stuff. It's just like we're helping each other out and sharing and bringing things to the table and
absolutely
doing our role, doing our in our autonomy connected to the big one,
Yeah, right back to the source. Right back.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate coming on, man. I'm gonna move around, man.
Yeah, let's do that.
Absolutely,
good chopping
man.
it up with you, bro.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Wake the Farm Up, man.
Hey.
Yeah, we're down. We're getting up, raising things up, having a good time, feeling fresh, feeling funky, That's how we do it. So let's go. Here's the next guest.
I just popped record. We're going to hit the 108 together, brother. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wake the Farm Up. We're down here with our boy Juice. Together, brother. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wake the Farm Up. We're down here with our boy Juice.
Yeah.
And, I'm really curious to see what, the story behind the Kool-Aids and the different drinks and juices that you bring in. I love the namesake to it. That's cool. So, classic. We're happy to do it. What makes you happy to do it here tonight?
Really, I started out doing the juice to help people. There's a lot of my customers that have lupus, different conditions to where, THC drinks, stuff like that actually helps.
That's what we're really talking about in this juice.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
So, other than just being a favorite pastime.
So like
something to chill with.
Yeah.
It actually helps people who are going through stuff, and I think that's what makes me happy to do it.
Yeah, that's
seeing
real.
I'm actually helping
that's
people
real, for real.
What I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. Yeah. So some of the things, like, I'm curious, like, are you juicing the plant? Or like how are you making the extract?
I actually have a vegan version where I do that, where I actually use real fruit, alkaline water, and moringa sugar.
Okay.
And then as far as the regular version, it's just regular Kool-Aid, sugar, and water.
That's awesome,
Use a little THC infusion in the sugar.
Wake the Farm
That's the
Up.
recipe.
That's the recipe. Put that in your little Wake the Farm Up recipe book right now and check that out, But, if you're up in Indy sometime, try to find juice. Can we find, you want to, we'll hook up anything in the footnotes, but, find juice if you're up in Indy and, get some these good extract juice drinks. I'm gonna have to be trying some after we take off the record. I got a little sip zone, you know. Yeah, keeping, you know.
Yeah,
I got time. Easy now. Yeah, so we're this is just fun in the cannabis zone, you know. I love, you know, sometimes people talk about putting things in cans and stuff right now. But coming up, all right, so this, I don't know which one this will be. This might be like episode 418 or maybe 419. I've got a couple that I'm working on right now. But I got an episode coming up where I'm going to be going out to a homie's weed farm. We're going to be catching up on the farm. And then we're going to be doing a little space cruise. We're going to be like, you know, recording some different things of our conversations. Going to Ohio has now a cannabis museum. Wow. So we're going to go check that out and talk with a few individuals there. You know, hear about how their museum's coming up. And, you know, Ohio, that's, you know, round on both sides. And you know what's up in the middle there.
Yeah, that'd be a nice trip. That'd be definitely a nice trip. I'm gonna have to do that myself.
Yeah, it's all, you know, over in southeast Ohio. It's a good haul from over, you know, that's probably like 4 or 5 hours or something over there, huh?
It's worth the drive, though.
It's a day drive. Pull it in. I'm hoping to pull up in there. So yeah, how's you know, Indianapolis, you know, been, you know, All-Star weekend, you know, people getting juiced up, huh? You know, excited about these.
It's so crazy. I've actually almost sold out. I don't even have any bottles.
Gotcha.
And
That's
really, All-Star
he's
weekend.
able to be on a show right now. He's like not hustling the bottles anymore.
Thank God I have other stuff too. I got
Cleared
gummies, cereal bars, some other stuff too, cards.
Okay, gotcha.
Pins, you know, stuff like that. I do infused Kool-Aid pickle as well. No, I don't have any today, but that's really what's been popular.
Do you ever get people make their jokes like, have you drank the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
You know, the old like cult jokes and whatnot. What was that, the Davidians or something?
Yeah, then I actually got you know, a picture of somebody yesterday that didn't listen to me when I told them everything is potent. To what degree? So you know, when I say it's 500 milligrams, and I'm telling you, you only need one. I'm, you know, trying to help you microdose, you know. Get a bite at a time.
Not.
This guy bought 2 bars from me and a Kool-Aid. 15 minutes later, he was asleep. And so, you know, at the end of the day,
Consume all of it, all at one time, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Maybe you had too much too fast.
So he woke up, he said, yeah, you was right, bro. I appreciate you, man.
You were right.
What a ride, but yeah.
But yeah, what dreams may come, you know, and then when you wake back up, though, that's
all in fun, man. So definitely, that's why we happy to do it.
Happy to do it. Wake the phone up. Much love, Juice.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. What's up, elves? You enjoy that? You elves get into some of that juice? Yeah. That was awesome. Oh yeah, you guys just found that, huh?
Yeah, man, I was like trying to find this thing on-off switch here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the arm online now.
Yeah, what did you think of that, Dr. Bio? Oh, did you guys just do that? You guys did get into the juice, huh?
Yeah, we're rocking the circuit like that last dude that was just talking.
Yeah, check it out now. We're going to go check out our next guest. Here they come rolling in. Let's see who it is coming up on the mic tonight.
All right, I want to make sure we get like your connection so we can connect with you into the footnotes too.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to keep track of everything there. Keep it all connected. Yeah, we're I popped on the record here. We're down here in Stone Tree. I flipped to some total different session. Where did I started upside down? I elf myself, man. Yeah, I'm Andy the elf. Nice to meet you.
All right, I'm Dino. Dyson.
And I'm even getting lost already in my. Yeah, that's where here. We'll go left. That's what happened. Yeah, I'm going.
So let's
back
go here to the side.
Yeah, and that's going to connect to February 17th. You know, just.
I ain't gonna put it by the chili sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and make mine.
This is like a great notebook, right? It's really like I love how these notebooks come together.
We do all social media.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want to add into the footnotes, man. I'm here to encourage and support, and you know
That's what's up.
So like a big part of this Wake the Farm Up is like, you know, exploring our nature. You know, laughter, humor is a big part of our nature. Finding these places in humanity, like before all the broken society shit. What did we do? We hung out and laughed together. But you know, on the show, I also talked to a lot of biologists and herbalists and plant walkers and people doing other earthy things, basket makers, and but you know, I'm an elf. I need a lot of giggle action, so I'm really attracted to a comedy room. You know,
I can understand.
Yeah, the art is an art that I don't think gets like as much respect as like I want to give it more than it could ever. If that's the one thing I could give comedy, it would be to give it more respect than it ever has before. And if you can say that it already has a lot of respect, like more than that.
That is true. That is true. But you know, like you said, you know, you stick to the fact of the matter that you like the earthly people and everything. Nothing against, you know, the earthly people, but I know about vegans. Vegans will fight you about, you know, you eating some meat, you know. And I'm just gonna sit up here and tell you right now, you know, don't tell me that all you eat is plants, because I swear I'll take a cow out right in front of you.
Oh man, like dude,
I need, you know, sometimes I just need a steak. You know, you ain't gotta eat it all the time. I know you gonna get backed up, but you know. I can't do it. I'm omnivore. Ain't that it?
Deer. Just like scoop a deer up off the side of the road, and if you got people around that know how to peel the skin off, you got a whole new fancy coat. You know, you could sell a deer skin on the internet for probably like $150 or something if it's tanned properly, maybe even more. And you know, you can take that whole entire deer and go and slap it up on a big old grill, and you know, next thing you know, everybody's getting to eat a whole bunch of steak for how much?
34 cents a pound.
Oh, you're gonna be slinging. I just peeled that thing down.
I can just check it out in some kind of, you know, Mad Max dystopia. You know, I mean, we all hustling and it's barter and trade again. You know, because you think about it, the world is. They want to take away paper money. You know, like that throws off a lot of industry. You know, like if they take away paper money, what you gonna throw a stripper? I'm not throwing this bitch my credit card.
Like I got some firewood.
Trade me out this here rope for a lap dance. You know, this thing you going back to
genuine Manila.
Yeah. You get this silk rug if you do the right tug. You know, that type of thing. I mean,
this one comes with a bell and a whistle.
You know, they talking about like, you know, so with the everyday things like you're gonna have to swipe a card for. So like, I mean, how do we do that?
I don't know, like one of the I mean, you were kind of like in the realm of like dietary things and foods and stuff, you know. I don't know if you ever come across it, but you know, the algorithms have shown me multiple times that we eat about a credit card's worth of plastic a week or something.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
Yeah. But
so I just been getting the food. Like, you know, the little things that come in the mail, they'll be like, you want a credit card to help pay for your other credit card? I'll be like, okay, yeah. And I'll get it, and then I'll get that credit card, and I'll just eat it on Monday morning just to get that shit out of the way. I'm ready to go to the next thing. Swipe on, let's go.
Listen, you don't even want to go through the fixing the food part of, you know, you don't want to warm the plastic up first, do you?
No, just, you know, just like, you know, get my daily value all at one time.
Understandable. I try to stay away from the cars for a long time, but being in this comedic industry, you know, you have to make a name for yourself. I'm the manager of another comedian named Lumiere Never Broke. I'm his manager. He's the talent. I'm the manager. So, you know, I manage him, and we do this thing with this comedy to make sure that we reach a little bit of everybody to change their mind about, you know, the everyday situations and laugh about something, man. It's healing. Like you said, it's healing. Along with, you know, good nutrition, because, you know, you can't just be out here just eating cows now. Yeah, that's what the
the vegetarians do got hunger.
But you know when you take a little bit of that light burden off and you can kind of laugh for a second, that's when the motivation for something good kicks up, you know? So yeah, that's when it's like cool to like, you know, like, okay, I'm motivated. I'm going to pop up and go eat something good.
Eat something good. You got to have your cheat days, you know. Go out there and take a fish down, you know, eat some shark fin soup or something. I ain't never had that. Have you ever had shark fin soup?
No.
Yes. I have never had none. They say it's really good, but I could never imagine getting in the ocean anyway, so let alone wanting to try some shark fin soup would be crazy to me.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun to think about what that shark's been fed to, you know? Like,
and there you go. Now, you talking ocean, right?
Yeah, that's a big place.
I love water, but I don't want to mess with the ocean. Like, you know, I've been asked as a comedian to come on cruises, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds great.
All right, so yeah, I grew up mostly down here in the Midwest too, closer to Cincinnati. I still live kind of somewhere between Cincinnati and Indianapolis, but growing up, they gave me aptitude tests. You know, those are like the things that try to help you know what you might be good at, like later on in life when
like
you,
a census
you know,
test.
it's like every one I took came out to being sailor. And I'm like, a sailor. And so I go down to the Ohio River and I'm looking at it like, all right, let's try this out. It's like, okay, what kind of job opportunities we got around here for sailor?
Nah.
All right, okay, let's take another test. Sailor again, okay. What's going on here? So I went and talked to a couple sailors, and they did say that sailing is actually a really complicated job and that it just meant something good. And I was like, oh, okay, well, why didn't they tell me that? Like,
they just about to go jump on a boat and get out in the water. That's what you figured. You said no.
Poseidon is calling or whatever, you know.
See, that's the biggest thing. Like, I remember a show called The Deadliest Catch, and, you know, it looked cool until you like, I wouldn't want to be on that. I wouldn't want to be on that boat. You couldn't pay me enough. You couldn't pay me enough to deal with the waters and then the waves and then the nights. Oh my God. And no, I couldn't do it. I mean, I feel like with modern like video photography and stuff, I feel like all of us have already lived through your worst storm on the ocean. Like in some part of us, we're like, I'm like picturing it as you're describing this experience that you haven't had. No, exactly. It sounds real, doesn't it? You know, like I've flown in an airplane. Like, okay, once you get past the turbulence going up and down, you know, you're pretty much cool once you know they hit the coasting, they coast. But waves, water. And what if we get stuck in the water? We're just in the middle of the water. You know, you can't float forever. You know,
yeah, that's like, what was that one film? The Water World?
Open Water. No, you said Water World. I was Open Water.
Open Water? Okay.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Just to be stuck in the middle of the damn ocean.
Just nothing.
Just nothing.
Like floating on like
each way you go.
Bottles that you've gathered together. Like, oh, there's another one. If I collect enough before the holidays, maybe I could pick up another human that I find floating around.
You know, and then you think about this would be like you being in a tub. You're gonna get all pruny. Just moisten you up for a shark. You know, it's gonna be a morsel. You know, so yeah, this is like a fear. I don't give a damn if you black, white, you know, Mexican, whatever. That is a fear.
I would be a salty elf.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna make sure I just shit though. I'm like, this is gonna be the shittiest meal this shark has gotten ever. I'm gonna just defile myself. You know, this would be the most terrible thing ever. So this shark is not gonna have a good meal.
Dang, man, you just tanked it right back to it. Yeah, so yeah, shark fin tacos.
There you go.
Yeah, shark fin tacos. Yeah, that would sound good,
That's in your soup. Yeah, this is your shark fin soup right there. Human. You know, stowaways. Pirates that look like pirates. Yeah. That's a real thing.
Yeah, the real modern day pirates.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
No, Captain Phillips.
I think that would probably be the most challenging occupation, you know, like you're facing... First of all odds.
Yeah.
You know, in the ocean. And then you're facing all odds in the organized civilization of the world has you marked as you need to be sunk.
Mm-hmm. So now, like, don't cross the international waters. No law.
And then you got your whole crew, and they're all people who can't go anywhere else.
Right. That's why that's an open water. Like you said, the water world, that's why that is truly probably going to be something that we really have to look into, you know, in the future here because people are not going to be able to afford rent, so they could just go live on the water. Why not?
I could use my yoga line. You know, I tell my yoga friends, I'm like, all right, so what's it gonna be? The plank pose or an upward dog like me, huh?
You can't go with the downward dog. Can't do that. Don't get caught in your downward dog.
No, you don't want to stretch that too long.
No. We ain't gonna stretch that too.
Man, your set here tonight was absolutely hilarious. I was cracking up. You know, there was, you know, I don't like, I know like people like comedians, they sometimes like being recorded doing their sets and all that things,
man,
you know.
I love it.
But, you know, what were, you know, from up there, you know, you were seeing some fun faces. I saw you calling out some faces and you were like calling out some stare zones and you know, you had a good time up there or what?
Yeah, man. I love crowd work. Crowd work is great, especially when it's a lot of women because, you know, women, you know, they let you know if they like you or not. Either they like you or they don't. And, you know, I had one up there and she was aggressive. She said, woo, grab your hand. Because ain't nothing like a drunk white woman. You know, they get the party going, you know.
Move it up quick.
They having this. They
Here's
so
the
friendly.
permit.
Here you go. Let's go. What you mean we can't drink? I'm going to go get a whole nother bottle.
We got wristbands.
I know the mayor. You know, you get you one of those. I love those type of like. Nothing. I love drunk white women. That's what I'm gonna say. They are the best to party with. If you ain't party with a drunk white woman, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you. You know, I'm like, you know, I'd say let's go party, but I'm not. You know, I'm not drunk.
Nope.
I'm not a woman.
Nope. No.
Yeah, let's leave that for the audio listeners right now.
No, see, that's the difference when you party with a drunk white male. You know, now we gotta go fight somebody. You know?
Yeah, sure.
It'd be the silliest
walk
fight.
The plank, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's make them walk the plank. That'd be great.
But it'd be like a door or something. Like this motherfucker hit me.
It's their fault.
And we look back, and it's like a door. Ran into the door and shit. Like, hey, come on, it's time for you to go to bed, Jim. Come on, Jim. It's time.
You put this door here.
Put this goddamn door here. You just built this door just now, just to fuck with me, right? That's what you did. You know, then that happens. You know, so.
Why did they design it like this with knobs on both sides?
Big difference. See, big difference. But I thank you for paying attention to the set, man. It's
appreciate you so much.
You know, the crowd work was the ladies out there, and then seeing the gentlemen really listening to some of the things I said. Stone Tree's a great room, man. You know, it puts you right in the action with the audience, man. So as a comedian, that's a great thing, man. So yeah, love the crowd work.
Love it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, man. Yeah.
Your beard is.
Hey, man, you know, I take care of it, man. That's why I don't lick unclean women, you know. So, you know, if you don't lick unclean women, you can keep your beard. That's why people out here got patchy beards. If your man got a patchy beard, he licked the unclean woman and burnt half his little facial hair off. So, you know, women, you know, pay attention to that.
There you go.
Patchy
there
beards.
You go. You know, observations of nature coming through comedians in ways that, you know, you won't get from the biologists, you know, but we're real. That's real shit.
Hey, real shit. Dino Dyson approves, man. And this is a great podcast, man. Make sure that y'all keep listening in, man. Hustle hard.
Dino.
Wake the farm up. Yeah, that was an incredible adventure in Indianapolis, Fountain Square, Stone Tree Recording Studios. All the editing here was done by the elves here. I would expect that if you were to do some recording there and have the wonderful sound engineers work with you and whatnot while you're putting things together of this such nature, they might be able to help you. They have wonderful skills there. They're incredible. The elves there. Yeah, you know, I pay these elves. I pay them very well. And so, yeah, you know, subscribe and support the show so we can keep finding our way. Right, guys?